Welcome to our first narrative battle report in over a year on the YouTube channel, and today we're doing something very special. We're doing Crusade. We're doing narrative Crusade. So we have, I've already forgotten the name of the planet, but anyways, this is a quarry world in the Mortix system here in the Pariah Nexus. And what we are doing on this planet is the Cadians have been dispatched in order to investigate the quarrying and the obtaining of material by the Chaos Space Marines. So whatever the forces of Chaos are up to. So we got this cool kind of bunker facility set up with the objective markers, and kind of other pieces are already out. And the mission we're doing today as part of this to reflect it is called Dig Site Raid, which is in the Pariah Nexus rulebook. It's a very cool mission. It's got some basic primary stuff. You hold one or more objectives than your opponent. You score 5 victory points for that. At the end of the game, for each Blackstone Fragment you scored 10 victory points. And those are these little circle pieces here. We've got some tokens to indicate those. And only characters can hold those. They can pick them up, and if they're destroyed, they drop them. And then they could be picked up by a different character after that. So very, very cool narrative mission. Very much looking forward to doing this and trying it out. So it is Cadians, 1,000 points versus 1,000 points of Chaos Space Marines. And today, for our guest, we have for the very first time...
Steve Rowan.
Steve! Hey, so Steve is a longtime champion of our local community. First time on our channel, but he's been at Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming longer than I ever have been. So
yeah, pretty much since the store opened.
Yeah, since the store opened. So Steve and Jerry, you all have seen on the channel before, are two of the long-term staples there at the community. So he is our guest today, bringing Chaos Space Marines in for the game. So with that, let's go over the armies and let's set up and play. Okay, in today's list, I have 20-man Cadian shock troops, another 10-man unit of Cadians, or 20-man, then there's a 10-man unit. We have a Tarantula with heavy bolters. So if you don't know this unit, it does get free Overwatch, which is one of the cool things about it. Then we have 2 command squads here. And we have the Colonel with the Power Fist and Plasma Pistol today. We also have 2 Scout Sentinels with las cannons, Hunter-Killer missiles, and 1 Armored Sentinel with an autocannon and a Hunter-Killer missile. We also have the Rogodorn, decked out as the anti-armor Dorn here, with a little bit of DACA with the Gatling cannon there. And our humble Regimental Engineer. So that is 1,000 points of Astra Militarum for today. All right, today we have 1,000 points of Chaos Space Marines. Steve, what did you bring?
All right, so my list today is using the Soulforged War Pack Detachment. Otherwise known as the Vashtor Detachment. My HQ is a Slanesh Winged Demon Prince. I have 1 unit of Cultists, as well as a maxed out unit of Accursed Cultists that will have a Dark Commune attached to them. I also have a Warpsmith who has the Tempting Addendum enhancement. A Forge Fiend with 3 Ectoplasma cannons and 2 Venom Crawlers.
Whew. Always love the look of a good Venom Crawler. Those are excellent. This is a great looking army. Yep. Can't wait to see what it does here on the battlefield on the mission that we have today. So let's get to it. As a unique part of Pariah Nexus, we have the strategic footing step. So this is a cool new rule they've introduced specifically for this Crusade setting. And so Steve and I are going to do this now. We're at this part of the mission where we decide who's going to be attacker defender based on this selection here. So I'm player A, Steve is player B, and we're going to do this by revealing hidden dice. So Steve, I have accident here. Yep. So 3, 2, 1, we're going to reveal.
Oh, that actually flipped over. It should have been a 6.
Should have been a 6. So Steve and I have both chosen aggressive. And when this happens, neither player gains an advantage. Oh, but we still roll off to decide who's attacker or defender. So I got a 2. Steve got a 1. I shall be attacker.
Alrighty.
All right. So we are going to move on to deployment now. So that's kind of a fun way to do that. I kind of enjoy that, and it kind of adds a little nice element to the game. And so apparently the Chaos Space Marines knew the Cadians were coming because they had set up for attack as well. So we'll see how this goes and we'll come back after deployment. All right, deployment is complete for both the Forces of Chaos and the Astra Militarum. So what we have for the Cadians. They've come in real strong with a line pushed up way to the front. So we got the Rogaldorn and Armored Sentinel here in the center to try to hold down our line and punish any of the Chaos forces who dare challenge us. We have a 20-man blob with the command squad over here on the objective marker, pick that up early, and the Scout Sentinels covering the left flank. We do have our Warlord, the Colonel, with his Power Fist, command squad, and 20-man unit here, but they're hidden behind these ruins. And that kind of happened because they saw what the Chaos forces brought today once they got on the battlefield. So Steve, talk us through your deployment a little bit.
All right, so I have the two Venom crawlers basically flanking either end of my line, so they can run around the flanks and shoot at convenient targets. Then next to one of the Venom crawlers, I have my Accursed Cultist and Dark Commune blob. They're basically just a big melee unit that wants to run towards the enemy as fast as possible and dare the enemy to shoot at them. So hopefully those Cadians will take the bait and shoot at me and kill a couple of my guys so I can get into his lines even faster. Then the cultists, basically they're starting on the objective, so I can trigger the objective secured as quickly as possible and then go hide them somewhere so that they don't die. And then I also have my my Warpsmith in range to grab the first of the Blackstone Fragments, and he will probably spend most of the game babysitting the Forge Fiend to keep it in a fight by healing it, as well as giving it the +1 to hit from being awakened, and also conferring the ability of the Tempting Addendum enhancement onto the Forge Fiend. And then on the far end there, I have my Slanesh Winged Demon Prince, who is basically hopefully going to do as much carnage and damage to those Cadians as he can, while he's running around carrying Blackstone Fragments under his arms.
That is literally why the command squad chose to cower behind these ruins here, because the Demon Prince popped up in the next building over, and they decided to wait to see if the Rogaldorn could suppress him or not. We don't know if we're going to banish him back to the warp, but we're gonna see what we can do here. So with that, we both have one objective in our deployment zone with a Blackstone Fragment. We both have characters on those objectives as well. So it looks like Steve and I will both obtain a Blackstone Fragment early game and hopefully retain them. Yep. Neither of us brought artillery, so it will be a direct shootout, knock down, drag them out kind of battle here over these resources at the dig site. For agendas, because we are playing Crusade, the Astra Militarum have gone with Recover Blackstone Data and Critical Resources, which are both from Pariah Nexus. And then the Chaos Space Marines have gone with Blasphemous Ritual from their Codex, along with Reap a Tally. And then, of course, as Steve mentioned, their detachment role is Tempting Pact.
It's so it's the Soul Forged War Pack. It's
oh, then the rule is Tempting Pact.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's I can't remember exactly what it's called, but Debt to the Soul Forge is the name of the
what a great name.
So,
oh, I love that. Debt to the Soul Forge.
Yep. So it's basically Vashtor has added a few extra lines to the the contract between my Chaos units and the Chaos Gods when they invoke their Dark Pacts.
Yeah. Actually, quite literally reminds me of the Grand Narrative finale last year that GW ran. So when Thedge was sucked into the ground by Vashtor after pledging his loyalty to him. And for y'all haven't seen that, you can go read it on the Warhammer community website. It was great. Anyhow, with that, it's roll-off time to see who goes first. So, Steve? All right. I got a 5, you got a 2.
That is going to be you.
So that'll be an Astra Militarum, turn 1. We do have some scout moves. So we will come back after the command and movement phases, beginning battle round 1. So we're not done with movement. We're going to quickly recap command phase. The orders I gave were take cover for this unit here. We gave move, move, move for this unit. We gave take aim for the scout sentinels with the last cannons there. We picked up the Blackstone Fragment here with our command squad that's attached to a main unit. But then Steve has chosen to overwatch at the first movement of any of my models in my movement phase. So here we are. And so Steve, it's the Venom Crawler.
Yep.
To the Scout Sentinels.
All right. So the Venom Crawler is going to he's going to Dark Pact for sustained hits.
Ooh.
He is going to invoke his Vashtor's Contract to give me +1 to wound. But it does subtract 1 from my leadership, so instead of passing on a 6, I need a 7 on my Dark Pact. Now, the ability still goes off, it's just if I fail the test, I take mortal wounds.
I don't mind if you take mortal wounds.
All right, and I am good with
you're good, that's a 10. Oh, I love the Chaos dice, too.
All right, so 12 shots.
Oh, boy.
Hitting on 6s with sustained hits.
This is scary.
Hey, and not a 1.
What? That's a shame.
Not a 1.
Right. You should have statistically got 2 at least.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd think. Okay, so great opening salvo from the Chaos Space Marines. So now we're going to finish up the movement for the Astra Militarum. End of movement phase for the Astra Militarum, beginning of shooting phase, but here's what we have after the great attempt by the Venom Crawler to overwatch. We have shuffled the leader here, my Warlord and his Cadians. They kind of shuffled into the middle. The Rogodorn and the Armored Sentinel kind of came up here into the front middle to challenge the Chaos Forces. This unit over here advanced as well. Both units of infantry advanced. And the Scout Sentinels are there now looking down at that Venom Crawler. So, Steve, we're going to open up with shooting the Venom Crawler. The red dice shall be the Hunter-Killer missiles, and the green shall be the Las cannons. All right, so here we go. I got take aim, so I need 3s to hit, and you are going to be my daring recon target. So I'll get reroll 1s.
Okay.
Here we go. Rerolling 1s. Excellent. So the 2 misses. These 2 are lethal.
Yep.
Because of my new army roll, and because that is Scout Sentinels, and because you're anything. I love that Sentinels get that. Anyways. Oh no. Strength 14. So it does fail to wound with the other Hunter-Killer missiles. So you got 1 Las Cannon, 1 Hunter-Killer missile into the Venom Crawler. Both are AP -3, but they have different damage.
Yep. All right, so I'll do the Las Cannon first. I'll be on my 5-up invuln save.
Okay.
So I fail that one.
Ooh. Okay.
And then for the Hunter-Killer missile,
Ooh.
So I take full damage. So that's probably a dead Venom Crawler.
Oh, it might be, but let's see what happens. So it's +1 on the green dice.
Oh, he is.
5 and oh god.
And does he explode? No, he does not.
Oh.
At least my low dice rolling was good for something.
he gave it a good try. He
wasn't feeling it today.
No. Okay. Well, I hope the rest of your saves go better. So we're going to move on. I only have 2 other units to shoot with.
Okay.
So we're going to move on to the Armored Sentinel. Is going to fire into your Venom Crawler.
Alrighty.
So what we have is we have a Hunter-Killer missile and 2 autocannon shots.
Okay.
These are hitting on 4s, no rerolls. We got 1 lethal and 2 hits. And then to wound you, I need 4s on the green, 3s on the red. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wait, but then I get reroll failed wound rolls against monsters and vehicles with Armored Sentinels. That still failed because I needed a 4. Okay. So 1 autocannon at -1 and 1 Hunter-Killer at -3.
All right. So 4 up for the autocannon. Of course I failed it. And then 5 up invuln on the Hunter-Killer. Wow.
Oh,
okay.
So it's a flat 3 for the autocannon. And then 6 damage. It's a 9
And at
damage.
least he does not explode. So that is
Oh my
that is enough
god.
to kill both of my Venom Crawlers.
With that, we're going to go ahead and declare a mulligan and just redeploy.
Oh, we're fine.
We're fine. Oh my god. Okay. So next, we're going to. Good lord, Sorry, I'm processing. I've never had a shooting go this well. Okay, we're next going to shoot the Gatling cannon from the Rogodorn into your cultists, along with the heavy stubber. And so we will do that. I don't think we are in rapid fire range. So we will check that though.
18 inches.
So 18 inches.
You are indeed.
Oh, so with that, we are in rapid fire. So that's going to be 6 shots from the heavy stubber and then 12 shots from the Gatling cannon. So those will go into your infantry there. And then whatever is in range will shoot the rest of the weapons into the Forge Fiend. Okay. We're going to leave the Demon Prince because I got a feeling he's going to be a little hardier and harder to kill. So here we go. We're going to do all the small arms. Yay. Hitting on 4s, no rerolls of any kind. Okay. Whoop. I get no lethals this time. So that's kind of nice for you. So no shenanigans here. All right. Not bad. I didn't do bad. Okay, so strength 5 and strength 4, so you're T3, so winning on 3s. Ooh, okay. Not bad, so that's, and all these are the same. Yep. So 8 of them, no AP, 1 damage, you get cover.
All right, so that'll be on 5s, and I am switching dice. Helped a little bit.
Helped a little bit, yeah.
1, 2,
ooh,
I lose 3.
Only 3 go down.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad at all. And then with the Forge Fiend, because multi-miltas have 24-inch range, right?
18.
18. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, let's check that real quick, and then we'll come back. So yes, multi-meltas are only 18-inch range, and so I can only shoot the cultists with the multi-meltas. So we did pop 2 of them. We rolled it off camera, but now we're going to do the oppressor cannon into the Forge Fiend. D6 plus 3 shots. Ooh, 5 shots. Okay, not bad, not bad. I also have the autocannon. I can't forget that, but let's do oppressor cannon first. Here we go, hitting on 4s. 1 lethal, 3 other hits, and then T10, strength 12. I need 3s. Okay, so only 2 at AP minus 2, flat 3.
All right, so that'll be on my 5-up invuln. There you go, I fail 1.
Ooh, okay, just flat 3 damage.
All right.
Not bad. And then the autocannon, hitting on 3s, misses. Okay. So we didn't do as much damage as we hoped. But we did, I mean, we killed 2 venom crawlers. Well, let's not get that wrong. But we didn't do as much damage as we wanted to the cultist or the Forge Fiend. So that's still going to leave Chaos with a pretty good turn 1 start. Just a little less kind of mid-board threat with the venom crawlers gone. So we will come back at the end of movement phase, turn 1 for Chaos Space Marines. End of movement for Chaos turn 1. Steve, recap for us what happened in your command and movement phase.
All right, so in my command phase, my Warpsmith decided to heal the Forge Fiend for 2 of the 3 damage that it took from the Rogodorn, and it also awakened it to give it +1 to hit for the turn. My cultists, they decided to exercise the better part of valor and run away from the objective and hopefully out of sight so they cannot be shot at again. My Dark Commune and Accursed Cultist squad, they activated their once per game advance and charge. So they're going to go over here and say hi to the 2 Scout Sentinels. The Demon Prince, well, not ideal. I ended up advancing him 6 inches, or an additional 6 inches of movement to get over to the objective so he can steal that Blackstone shard on my next turn, assuming that he is alive. And then the Forge Fiend moved up closer to the middle of the table, and the Warpsmith ducked in behind him to get the benefit from Lone Operative. So
yeah, I don't like how he's looking down at the Rogodorn. I think we're about to have a priest off here with our war machines.
I'm hoping so. All right, so first things first. The Forge Fiend in my shooting phase is going to light up the Rogodorn.
Oh, I knew it.
he is going to not only activate Vashtor's contract for +1 to wound, so I will be -1 to my leadership test when I do my Dark Pact test, but I'm going to go ahead and I think Dark Pact for, and this may be a mistake, but I'm going to Dark Pact for sustained hits.
Ooh.
And activate the demonic ordnance ability of the ectoplasma cannons.
What does
that
do?
That gives his guns devastating wounds and hazardous.
I don't like the sound of any of this, but let's see how your Dark Pact test goes. How many mortal wounds do you want to deal to yourself?
Oh, well, 1 to none. How many am I going to? Probably 4.
Probably a lot.
I failed, so because I had -1 to my leadership. All right, so it is a D3 +1. And as I said, I'm going to do 4 to myself.
No! But this, I mean, this is just what happens when you play with the powers of the warp.
Yep.
And you dedicate yourself to the Chaos Gods.
All right, so here we go.
Oh, this is still going to be devastating.
Right. I have 3 ectoplasma cannons.
Okay.
Each one is a D3 shots with Blast. Blast doesn't help me against the Rogel Dorn, but let's see how this goes. Not bad. So I get a total of 7 shots.
Okay.
All right. With sustained hits.
Strength.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 3s.
Okay.
The tempting addendum here lets me re-roll all the hit rolls.
Ooh.
So hitting on 3s with re-rolls.
Okay.
So see how many sustained hits I get. A lot.
Oh no!
All right, and then I'll go ahead and re-roll the 1/1 here. All right, so I end up getting
8 hits.
Yep, I get 8 hits.
Any lethals? No lethals for Devin.
No, because I did sustained.
Okay. Yep.
All right, so 8 hits.
8 out of 7 hits.
Yep. 8 out of 7 hits. That's the other side of playing Chaos.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so the ectoplasma cannon is strength 10. Your Dorn's toughness is 12.
Ooh.
All right, but I do get +1 to wound.
Okay.
From the Vashtor's Pact.
Yep.
So I will be wounding you on 4s.
Okay.
And 6s will be devs.
Ooh, this is scary.
It's a flat 3 damage each. All right, so
there's a dev.
There's a dev.
And then, several wounds here.
So then that will be 4 at, I believe it's AP3.
AP3.
It is AP3.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and activate Albative Plating.
Okay.
We're going to change the devastating wound to 0.
Okay.
All right. So that's my once per game Albative Plating ability gone. Now we got to roll up invuln saves here because the AP is so high. The Tech Priest gave this an invuln save, so that's what we're on now. Here we go. I need 4s, or we're going to be in a world of hurt.
No, take 6 damage.
I'll accept that.
All
yes.
Right.
Okay.
Right, so here's the downside to invoking demonic ordnance.
What's that?
I have to make 3 hazardous tests because I have 3 guns.
Oh no, Steve, your rolls have not been kind to you.
And they still are not kind to me. So I take
only 1.
I take 3.
Yep. Oh
so
my god.
My Forge Fiend, which started my turn at 11 health, is now down to 4.
It's down to 4. On your own turn, chaos. But this is why you need to come to the light of the Emperor, because chaos is its own worst enemy. This is how it works. This is how it goes. All right, that is the end of shooting phase.
And then the charge phase.
We're right in the charge phase.
All right.
How many charges you got? Just one?
Just one. Just the accursed cultist commune into the scout sentinels.
You only need like a 3 or 4 at max. Yeah.
All right.
You got a 7. You are in. All right. We will be back with the fight phase. All right. So we've already done the charge and pile in here, but just a quick note. We forgot to deploy the tarantula. So I put it down well into my deployment zone back behind where the scout sentinels and stuff would have been, back here behind this blob. So we're not going to use its ability. It can Overwatch for free.
Yep.
0 CP. Even if I've already Overwatched as well. So if you time it right, you could Overwatch twice in a single turn. But here we go. 3 shots, hitting on 6s. 1 hit. It's a sustained. And it's not, I don't have regiment or anything on it. So here we go. I need to wound you on a 3.
Yep.
Strength 5. 1 wound.
All right.
Minus.
Up involved. All right.
Nope. So 2 damage, but you get a feel no pain.
Yep. And I will go ahead and put it on one of the torments, which is one of the bigger guys.
Ooh, I love the look of those models.
All right. So I take 1 damage.
Ooh, nice. And do they have multiple wounds?
They have 3 wounds each.
Okay, so no lost models, and then we're gonna start
And I'll put
with
it on this one here.
them fighting back into my Scout Sentinels. Steve, I'm very worried about this.
I mean, the way our dice roll, or the way my dice rolls have been, you probably don't have a whole lot to worry about. But hey,
Fair.
that's what happens.
We were discussing this off camera, and I need both these Scout Sentinels to survive. Otherwise, Steve could begin to challenge this objective here, and that will cost me. That'll earn him additional victory points in his turn potentially. So this could matter. All right. And I have to control this Blackstone Fragment, I think, to obtain it. So we'll double check the rules on that, but I think so. T7.
T7. Okay. All right. So I am going to Dark Pact.
Ooh.
For lethals.
Good call. Good call.
I failed my save. Well, I failed my Dark Pact roll, so that is 3 mortal wounds.
3 more wounds. Okay. And
5 up involved. Okay, so I just take 1.
Feel no pain. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
You only take 1. Nice.
Only take 1.
You deserve that.
Yes,
you do. You deserve
it.
it.
All right, so attacking. So I'm going to do my the torments first because they're the ones that really matter.
They're on the front line there, as you can see.
So I'm going to put 3 of the 6 torments into this sentinel, the other 3 into this one.
All right.
They each get a D6 plus 2 attacks.
Holy cow!
So for the first 3. All right, so that is going to be 9 plus 15 attacks.
I don't think I have enough dice.
Sorry, 8 plus 6, so 14.
14 attacks.
14 attacks.
Right.
So let me go ahead and get my dice out for those. All right, and hitting on, normally I would hit on 4s, but because I activated the advanced charge, they're plus 1 to hit.
Okay.
And actually, let me look at one other thing here.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. Not very good dice rolls.
Ooh.
All right. So I did get 2 lethals.
Nice.
And then normally I am strength 5. Normally should normally be 5s, but I'm also plus 1 to wound this turn, so it is on 4s.
4s. Okay.
All right. So that is going to be 3
so
plus
5?
The 2 lethals. 5 at AP minus 1.
AP minus 1. So it's going to put me at a 4-up.
And 2 damage each. So
2 damage each. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Only 4 dice. Look at me trying to cheat. All right. Cheat while on camera. All right. So here we go. 4-up saves on the Scout Sentinel. I make 3. I failed 2. So that's 4 damage.
Yep.
Okay. So 1 goes down to 3 wounds.
Right.
Boop.
And then I'll put the other 3 torments into the other one.
Okay.
Number of attacks. So that is 10 plus a 16 attacks.
Okay.
So
16 more attacks, and I'm already down to 3 wounds.
Well, this is on the.
Oh, this is a single unit.
Oh, it's a single unit.
It's a single unit. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. So you will likely kill the one sentinel. Yeah.
All right.
It is unlikely I will survive.
All right. So again, hitting on 3s.
Wow, look at that.
And how many lethals do I get this time? I get
2?
3.
3 lethals.
Yep.
Oh, I don't like that.
And then wounding on 4 with the rest.
Yeah.
All right. So That'll be a total of 7.
I don't like how well your melee's going. Uh, 4 up saves. This might be the whole unit. Let's see what happens. Oh no. Okay. So these 2 kill the first one,
Okay.
and this one takes the second one down to 3 wounds remaining. Does the first one explode? It does not.
All right.
Okay, so we got 1 down left to 3 wounds, but you still have more attacks.
Yes, I do.
Oh no.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the scrubs.
Yep, of the little.
Yes, with the mutants. That's 7 of them. They each get 2 attacks.
This is why you don't serve the dark gods. Okay? See what happens to your body? It's why you don't do it. Okay? This is what happens if you stay serving the emperor.
And they are hitting on 3s.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
And again, still with lethals. So I do have 2 lethals, and these are strength 4.
Okay.
Which would be
T7,
5. But
5.
I'll get the +1 to wounds.
So 4s?
On 4s.
Ooh.
All right. Not good. So that is a total of 4 at no AP for 1 damage.
4 at no AP, 1 damage, 3 up armor save. Here we go. Oh dear.
Oh, and he's dead.
That kills it. Do I explode? I do not. Steve.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and spend both of my available command points
Bring them back.
to do reinforcements and bring them back. I was not expecting to have to do reinforcements so early in the game. So I appreciate you humbling me back after what I did to you.
Hey, not a problem.
All right, with that,
I could do something.
yeah, you will get a consolidate.
Yes.
So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we will be back with the Astra Militarum Battle Round 2, Turn 2. Okay, the end of guard movement and command phase Turn 2. Couple things real quick to talk about. So over here, the accursed cultists threatened the objective so much that we had to move, and run backwards. So we've gone 9 inches away from that unit, and that might still not be enough. Disappointing thing about that is twofold. One, I cannot do my agenda for gathering Blackstone data. And then this unit is a 1/4 inch out of range here after movement. So they also cannot do the gathering Blackstone data ability to gain experience points, potential Blackstone points. So they've moved up, they moved back to run away. Over here, Armored Sentinel and the Rogodoran came forward to threaten the Demon Prince and the Forge Fiend. We'll get to that in a second. And then over here, I brought in some of my reserves. So a 10-man squad of Cadians have come in to kind of threaten the Demon Prince in this objective and maybe gather Blackstone data later on, maybe in turns 3 and 4. But Steve decided to overwatch. We didn't record this because I didn't think he would hit. So the Forge Fiend, Dark Pacted, he passed the leadership test and then shot into the Rogodoran and got a lethal, got a sustained hit, and then a devastating wound
On both.
on two hits. He got one hit, it was sustained, duplicated, right? And then he rolled, they both wound, and they were both devastating. And so they just went through, I got no save. And then the Tech Priest ran up, healed the Rogodorn for 1 wound, bringing me back out of being bracketed. And then the Forge Fiend did no mortal wounds on its hazardous test either. So, unlike turn 1, Steve had a very successful turn 2 Overwatch. So that was really great to see, and kind of disappointed I didn't capture that on camera. But it happened. So you've heard it here. So with that, we're going to dive into the shooting phase. And first thing we're going to do, Steve, is we're going to fire this infantry squad right here into your Demon Prince. Just to see if we can shake them up a little bit.
Okay.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to overcharge the plasma gun, and we're going to shoot the melta gun first.
Okay.
And then I will do all the small arms, because this is the stuff that actually matters here. Here we go. Green are the plasma, red is melta. Hitting on, you are a monster.
monster.
So I do not get lethals with an infantry unit, with regiment. So my melta-gun misses. And then these hit. And then to wound you, this is strength 8, but you are T9. 75s. 1 wound with a melta-gun. Flat 2 damage.
Yep, so it'll be my 4 up invuln. And I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
So I am down to, 8 wounds on him now.
8 wounds. We will be back after the last gunfire because I can't hold that many dice and the camera at the same time. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back. I just went ahead and did all the small arms off camera. It's really hard for me to shoot las guns and film at the same time. Over here, the small arms from this unit did nothing, but the plasma gun did do those couple wounds there to the demon prince. Forgot my hazardous test, by the way. We'll have to come back to that. These 2 infantry units here and here fired into the accursed cultists. We have taken out several models. They're not at half strength yet, and they have gotten much closer. They got 2 moves. One was 1 inch, one was 5 inch now. So they have closed the gap somewhat. They're about 6 inches away from my infantry unit. We still haven't shot the tarantula, so it might be its only target. We'll see. We will come back to that. But next, we're going to do the Rogaldorn. We're going to do its Gatling cannon and heavy stubber into this unit of cultists trying to hide. I'm trying to knock the terrain over too. So these guys were tucked in around the corner. I could barely see them. So we'll see if we can take them out. And then we will shoot the melta-guns into the Forge Fiend, the Oppressor and autocannon, and to the Demon Prince.
All right.
We'll see what we can pull off here. Here we go. This is the red are heavy stubbers and green are Gatling cannon into the cultists. So hitting on 4s, not the worst I've ever rolled. That's for sure. Not bad. Okay. And then wounding on strength 3s. Wounding on 3s. Okay. There we go. Yep. 6 wounds, no AP. 1 damage. You get cover.
All right. Wow. I'll get a 5 up. All right. Well, hey, you only killed 3 of them.
Only killed 3. Yep. All right.
So they are now below half, though.
So didn't take them out, and I deserve that. After the torture I've put the Chaos Army through. So next, we're going to shoot the multi-meltas and the nipple meltas, as I call them, on the Rogaldorn into the Forge Fiend. I don't think only the multi-meltas are in melta range. Double check that. Yep. So only the multi-meltas. So the multi-meltas are green, meltas are red. Here we go, heading on 4s. Oh no. Oh dear.
Not good.
No. So that's 1 lethal with the melta. That's important because that doesn't get the +2. To wound with a multi-melta, I need a 5. No.
Okay.
All right, so just 1.
5 up invuln. Roll your damage.
Okay, only D6, no +2. 4.
Oh. But it does not explode.
Does not explode.
But it is dead.
Oh. So, you're...
Actually, I'm going to CP reroll that.
No way. You do have the CP for it.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
No! Oh, dang it. We almost had it, folks. All right. Next, we're going to start shooting the Demon Prince. Here we go. 2 autocannon shots.
And that should be...
Both hit because the autocannon hits on 3s in guard. And then wounding on... wounding on not that. Okay. I rolled a 1 and 2. Then we're going to do 6 + 3 Oppressor cannon shots into the Demon Prince. Ooh,
That's
8.
nice.
Oppressor cannon shots. This will be funny. Maybe I'll kill the Demon Prince, but not the Forge Fiend, which was the opposite of what I expected. But here we go. Hitting on 4s. Oh dear.
Maybe.
1 lethal.
Yep.
2 other hits. Strength 12 though, wounding on 3s.
So
Nice. So 3 at -2, flat 3.
All right, so on 4s. Either way. All right, failed 1.
Son
So
of a
flat
gun. Yep.
So,
So down to 5.
Down to 5.
Ooh, so we were not able to pull it off. We've done some damage, but we haven't taken out the Demon Prince. I really want this Forge Fiend gone. So now we're going to do the Armored Sentinel. End of the Forge Fiend. I gave it take aim. It's going to hit on 3s.
Okay.
Here we go. 1 hit, 1 miss.
Yep.
And then wounding on a 5, but reroll because Armored Sentinel. Hmm? No, no wound. The Forge Fiend shall live. This turn, there's nothing we can do about that. So all we got left is a Tarantula. It has 36-inch range, but I think the only thing in range is that a cursed unit.
Yep.
I don't like shooting it. I don't want to do this. 3 shots, hitting on... I don't know what this thing hits on. We'll check it in a moment. I know it definitely hits on 5s.
Yeah.
Definitely not 3s. No sustained hits. Wounding on a 3. 2 wounds, -1, flat 2.
All right, 5 up invuln. All right, so, and then the 6 up feel no pain.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 wound.
1 wound.
And I am going to kill one of these guys.
Take out one of the little Gribblies.
So I get the free move.
And your free move, good sir. Oh,
6 inches.
no.
So let me just do that.
Oh, but you're out of charge range. Or you're not in engagement
I'm
range.
not
yet.
in engagement range.
Okay, okay. This...
Well, let me see that one.
Oh.
That one might be. Yeah, I'll leave that one up to you to decide.
Okay. Well, don't worry. I think I'm going to give you the pleasure of fighting me anyways. I might charge you. So we'll see how that goes. But not... So we had a good turn 2 for guard. That's going to, besides the charge phase that we're about to do, we did some wounds to Demon Prince. We did no wounds to the Forge Fiend, thanks to that lucky reroll there. So good call on that, Steve. And then over here, we haven't done what we wanted to, and I feel like we need to do more. So, because otherwise, you're going to get to charge me. Do you have fight first?
I do not.
For the Emperor. Cadia stands. Let's charge. Here we go. This is what this game's about. A 4! I barely make it. I mean, I only needed a 2.
Yeah.
But right. All right, so we'll be back with the fight phase. Guard turn 2. Here we are at the end of the guard fight phase. And I went ahead and rolled off camera because that's a lot of dice. The power weapon on the commander missed. But then we rolled all the other attacks. I had like 25 attacks with this unit. We ended up getting 7 wounds. Not terrible. So, Steve, what kind of save do you get?
All right, so I still get, because of the Dark Commune, I get a 5 up invuln.
Okay.
All right. So I failed 5 of those.
Okay. You get Feel No Pains.
And then I get Feel No Pains.
And of course it's guard, 1 damage each.
Yep. So 6 up Feel No Pains, which I make none. So
Okay.
that is 5 wounds. So let me see. I guess I'm going to start with taking these 2 guys off.
Okay.
And I will have to take off just to maintain coherency.
Well, you don't got to worry about coherency till the end
Yeah.
of your movement.
Yeah.
That is true now.
So I've still got 3 more guys here. All right. Well, I hate to do this, but it's
Yank
going
them.
to be them
Yeah.
because I need the other attacks.
They're not as strong as your big, huge, blobby accursed models.
Torments.
Yeah, and these are honestly some of the best new Chaos models that GW's come out with. I really love them. They look so good.
All right. So
Now you get your pile in.
I get my pile in, and
Yep.
it'll be 3 inches.
And this is going to be
Him
absolutely
there.
devastating.
This is not actually what I wanted to have happen here.
I didn't figure.
Because, well, actually, I can do this. And
Because then it takes you potentially.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're still on.
but
You got to be.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm gonna.
You'll be able to pick that up.
Yeah.
You'll be able to pick it up if you, because remember you don't need coherency till in a movement. You'll pick that up beginning of your turn.
Yeah, but at the end of the fight phase, I'll have to move stuff so that they're coherent.
Oh, yeah.
So, unless I kill enough of you that I can go back.
Go backwards.
instead.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, all right. I am going to Dark Pact for sustained.
Oh, of course.
I am good. I rolled a
Oh,
9.
nice.
All right. That is going to be another point for
your agenda.
Torments for the agenda for the
Blasphemous ritual.
All right, so I have 3 torments left.
Okay.
D6 plus 2 attacks each.
Not bad.
Too terrible.
Yeah.
So that is going to be
8 plus 14.
14.
And you get sustained on this.
Yep. I do not get the +1 to hit this turn. So it is only, I'll be hitting on 4s.
That is not.
But I got a lot of 6s. Oh my god.
Wait, that is not 14 dice.
No, it is not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
So you need 5 more. Yeah.
So
Don't short yourself.
And more 6s.
Wow.
Right,
this
so
is
now
not good for me.
take these off. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra hits.
Oh my goodness. So once again, you're getting more hits than you are attacks.
Yep.
That is a very good ability to have. That's why Dark Pact is such a good army roll.
All right, these are strength 5.
Strength 5, okay. I'm T3.
Wounding you on 3s.
Oh, this is not good. Ooh.
Neither are my dice rolls.
Yep.
All right, so that is going to be 8 at AP -1.
Okay, 8 AP -1. So I get 6 up armor and then 6 up feel no pain.
Yep.
Because I got a medic. Here we go. All right, I got a couple 6s. So not bad. And then here's a few more. Now this isn't all of his attacks. This was only the torments. I make none of my feel no pain, so 6 go down. I'm going to pull off this entire back base plate. And then 1 model here. All right. I love these movement trays. If you want some of these, check out the link in the video description and you can get a discount on these. But I really do use them every game. So these Squad Mark clear magnetized movement trays. All right.
All right, and then moving on to the couple of dark commune models.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be the 2 guys with the commune blades hitting on 4s.
Okay, so you can see 1 there and 1
All
there.
right. So I got 2 hits.
Okay, any sustained?
No sustained.
Okay.
All right, strength 4, so wounding on 3s. All right, so
Good
that
wounds.
is going to be 2 at AP -2.
AP. 1 damage each.
1 damage each.
Straight to feel no pains. Neither.
All right,
2 more go down.
and then what does the cult demagogue have?
Oh yeah, the little guy with the scrolls there.
Yep. So this one, all right. So the cult demagogue, she has the commune staff.
Okay.
2 attacks with dev wounds. Roll a 1 and a 2. That does not help me any. And then I believe the other guy's going to be out of range.
Yep.
I
Okay.
don't think they're going to be within. They're out of engagement range. All right,
Okay.
so that is all my attacks.
That is it. So we hurt each other pretty well, but neither of us took each other out.
And then I got to do a 3-inch pile in.
Yep.
Which really, well, let's see. Yeah, because I still got enough that I have to be in cohesion with 2 models and not one. So that is actually going to take me out of the objective, which I did not want.
Hey. I don't mind necessarily, especially since your Forge Fiend and your Demon Prince have lived. Oh, yeah. The hazardous test for my plasma gunner. Yep. 1 on 1. No.
He is good.
He's good. He's excellent. Everybody's good to go. All right. So with that, that'll draw an end to Guard turn 2 and beginning of Chaos Space Marines turn 2. Beginning of Chaos Space Marines turn 2, we have done the command phase and the movement phase. Steve did Insane Bravery, not chancing Battle Shocked on the Accursed unit. But what else have you done this turn, Steve?
So I healed the Forge Fiend for 2. So now I'm not quite as likely to kill myself on a Dark Pact test.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed about that.
And that's pretty much it.
That's it?
I did not move anything.
No?
So
Didn't even move the 2 cultists
Yeah,
who are hiding behind the building.
who did make their battle shock test.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they passed.
Yep.
All right.
I guess moving on to the shooting phase.
Yep.
And just because it has worked so well in the past, I am going to Dark Pact, invoking Vashtor's Contract on the Forge Fiend. So
here we
that
go.
would be dark pacting. I'm going to go ahead and do sustained again.
All right.
So I need to roll a 7. And
Ooh.
that is why I healed it.
Oh, goodness.
So it's a D3 plus 1 because of the contract.
So
I do
3.
So I am now down to 3.
Does the Forge Fiend bracket?
I believe it does.
Oh, no. Yeah, because it's got 12 wounds.
Yeah.
So it does bracket.
And, I mean, at least I'll be able to reroll my hits.
Oh, poor Forge Fiend.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
I'm sorry.
He does bracket.
You're like the cutest little puppy dog of the chaos. and you've just had a terrible time out here.
All right, so for number of shots, and obviously he is shooting at the Rogaldorn. All right, so that is 3,
Ooh.
4, 5, 6 shots.
Nice.
Right, and this will be dark packing for sustained.
Yep.
Normally I hit on 3s, but I'm going to be hitting
On 4s, but rerolls.
With rerolls because
Yeah.
of the enhancement on the Warpsmith. Oh, the Warpsmith, because he healed him, he also gets +1 to hit.
Oh.
So I am back to 3.
Back to 3s. Back to 3s. All
with
right.
rerolls. All right.
Oh, nice.
All right, so
One miss.
that basically just goes away because of the sustain, or comes back in because of the sustain.
Okay.
All right. Straight
There you go.
10, so normally I'd be wounding you on 5s, but and I'm doing the devastating wounds.
Yes.
But it would normally I'd need 5s, but because of the contract, +1 to wound, so back to 4s.
Okay.
Hoping for 6s. All right,
1
so
6.
that's 3 dev wounds
Oh, not good.
and 2 saves at -3.
I got to make at least one of these. For the Rogaldorn perishes right here, right now. So 4 up invuln save.
Made them both.
Make 'em both.
Very nice.
I am down to 4 wounds,
Very nice.
and I am bracketed.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. All right. So the Demon Prince is going to shoot his gun, and for that,
What a good looking model too. Really love this upgrade.
The new Demon Prince model is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right. His Infernal Cannon. He is going to Dark Pact for Lethals.
Okay.
He is good.
He's good. Okay.
All right, so auto wounding on 6s. He will be hitting on 2s.
Okay.
All right, so they all hit.
All hit.
But no lethals.
Strength.
Strength is only 5. So I'm gonna need
5. Here we go.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And I figured that was going to be the case.
Okay.
Dark Commune over there. I believe I have a couple of guys in the
Oh, you got
Dark Commune
pistols.
squad with pistols.
Ooh.
So with that,
I don't like that, but it's what it is.
yep. So they will go ahead and Dark Pact for sustained. They pass it. I'm going, since it's part of a unit, I'm
Double
actually
sixes.
going to give the Dark Ritual, or the Blasphemous Ritual, to the Accursed Cultist squad.
Oh.
So they are maxed out at 3 now.
Okay.
And let me find.
Oh, not good.
Yep. All right. So I have. All right. So I can't fire the witch. I can't use the witch fire. But they do have auto pistols. So I
Okay.
have 5 in that squad with auto pistols.
Wow. All right.
So that'll be hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Look at that. 2
Wow.
sustained. Yeah, 2 sustained. All right. So
Really
these
good.
will be.
Strength 3. The
These
4.
are strength 3, so wounding on 4s. All right, so just 1.
Just 1. Okay. 5 up. Make it.
Yep.
Okay.
But the big thing was it gave me
It gave you
the
yeah.
agenda. It gave me
Nice.
All right, so that is it for my very paltry shooting phase.
But
On to the assault phase.
are you doing any charges?
I'm gonna have to charge the Demon Prince into the Rogaldorn.
Yes. So you know what I'm going to do?
You're gonna Overwatch.
I'm going to Overwatch. We're going to jump straight to all the best weapons here.
Yep.
And here's the Melta-Guns.
Yep.
Okay. 1 hit
Okay.
with a nipple melta,
Yep.
as I call it, and then to wound. Does not wound because your T what?
9.
Oh
Does
wait,
wound. That
strength 9 does wound.
That does
Okay.
wound. All right, so it'll be my 4 up invuln. And I failed
No. Do you have a CP?
it. I do not. I have used all my CPs.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to come down to what you roll there.
I don't know. I don't think I'm in Melta
I
range.
measured it. I was 7 inches out.
Okay, so I'm not in Melta. Here we go. With my Slider Games dice. That's a 2.
Okay.
It's a 2. So just 2 damage. Okay, I haven't taken you out yet.
Yep.
D6 plus 3 on the 7 shots with the pulverizer cannon. All right. Or the oppressor cannon, sorry. Here we go. 2 hits. And a strength 12 when you on 3s. 1 wound.
Okay. EP.
-2. Flat 3.
So on 4s. Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Does he explode? He does not.
He does not.
All right.
No, the Demon Prince. It's gone up in flame. What about your Forge Fiend? Listen, yeah, it's not the melee version though, right? Some Mauler Fiend.
Is not. If I had CP to do take shock with it,
Yeah.
I mean he's in charge range, but it's kind of pointless to charge you with him.
Yeah, especially with the toughness 12, Rolodoran. It's very tough. So that'll go on to guard.
Yep.
Fight.
Yep.
So we will come back after I do all my attacks with my guardsmen, and then we'll see what the accursed cultists can do back. All right, with the fight phase, we rolled for the Cadians. They did 4 wounds to the accursed unit in the Dark Commune. And so it killed 2 of the non-character models from the Dark Commune. But now we are rolling for number of attacks. We've already done Dark Pact for Dark Commune, and Steve passed it. So now...
All right, so for the torments, 3 at D6 plus 2 attacks. So that is going to be 16 attacks.
Ooh. I'm going to feel that.
And
I'm definitely going to feel that. I have 17 models left. So,
all right,
we'll see how this goes.
hitting on 4s. With a whole lot of sustained.
With a whole lot of system. Wow.
All right, so that is going to be, so I get 4 hits back.
Nice.
Gotta be
Not the black
there.
dice. Yeah.
All right, winning on 3s.
Okay.
All right, so that is, well, that's good. 3, 5, 10 saves at AP -1.
10 saves at AP -1.
And 2 damage each.
2 damage each?
Yeah, for the torments.
Oh, I don't think I did that last time. I think uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, oopsies. Anyways, here we go. We'll do it this time. So that's going to be a 6. Oh, I'll only make 1 save. 6, I feel no pain. So here's what I'll do. Any 6s, I don't roll any 6s.
Yep, so that's 9 guys dead.
9 models dead.
All right.
Oh,
The Dark
no.
Commune, who will all get their attacks. So the I have
That was rough.
all right. So the Iconarch, who has the big chaos icon, only has a close combat weapons. That is just 1 attack.
Okay.
It missed. The Demagogue with the Commune Stave.
Yeah.
2 attacks. Hitting on 4s. They both miss.
What?
Yes. And then
Oh, no.
The Mind Witch also has close combat weapon and misses.
It also misses.
So
that's it.
So obviously the heavy hitters in that unit are the torments, as people would expect.
Definitely the torments. Now, just to note, we only have 3 of the bodyguard models left. So it's looking pretty bleak. I think I'll just have to run away, quite honestly. Because if I stay in this fight, the Cadians will perish, and I'll lose that Blackstone there, and I cannot lose the Blackstone. It's the whole reason we're here. We've discovered the Chaos Forces were taking it. We must claim it. We must run away to live another day and take that. So that's it, right?
Yep.
All right. So that is the end of Chaos Turn 2. So we're back with the beginning of Cadian Turn 3. All right. So we're not quite done with guard movement. Here's what we've done. We did Insane Bravery on this unit over here and gave them the order +1 to save, so they got take cover. Over here, we did +1 to save, take cover here. Just want to survive and make sure I don't get taken out. And gave +1 to shoot to the Armored Sentinel. Tech Priest did Omnicized Blessing, healing 3 wounds on the Rogal Dorn. And this unit here moved up onto this objective. Now, we're not done with movement yet. I haven't moved any of the units here in the middle or that unit over there. I'm going to be falling back from that combat because I am terrified. But here, seeing the dire situation that it is, Steve has chosen to overwatch and do his Dark Pact.
And probably kill myself.
And probably kill himself against the Rogal Dorn. So, Steve.
All right, need a 7. And I rolled Snake Eyes.
Oh, God. Isn't this +1? Mortal wounds?
So it's going to be a D3 +1.
Oh, no. No, no, no. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Okay. I have 1 wound left.
Oh, my God. This has been an absolute brutal game for the Chaos Space Marines, everybody. Pour 1 out for the Black Legion.
And that'll be it for sustained hits.
Yeah.
So D3 shots for each of the ectoplasma cannons. Not bad. So I get 5 shots.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Hitting on 6s with rerolls, thanks to the Wolfsmith.
Okay.
All right. So that is good. So because that is already 4 hits.
Oh my God. You could do it.
All right.
No more.
So just
Okay.
the 4.
Okay.
All right.
Wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4.
Right? Because you can still get your +1 to wound.
And I'm doing demonic ordnance. So
Okay.
6s will be devs. So fishing for 6s. So I got 3. So, or I got 1. Sorry, I got 1 6. So that is 3 dev wounds.
There's 2 others.
Yep. So then that is 2 saves at AP 3.
Okay. All right. I got to make
Both.
at least 1. Right?
Yeah,
I got at least 1.
Yep.
I got 50-50 chance. Here we go.
You made them
Made both. I did the same thing last time.
Yep.
The exact same thing. So I'm down to 4 wounds.
And now.
And I'm
because
bracketed.
I'm using the hazardous weapons.
Okay. Don't you?
I am good.
The Forge Fiend lives, but very important. You have bracketed the Rogal Dorn again.
Yep.
So I'm hitting on 5s now, except for that autocannon.
And luckily, you healed him before you moved him.
Yeah, so I've been getting that roll backwards because it used to be in the movement phase. It's now command phase to do the Omnicized Blessing. And so we did that. Otherwise, you would have had the Rogal Dorn down to a single wound prior to this. But so with that, we are going to finish up the movement. We're going to fall back over here. And we're going to shuffle up here. And then we'll be into shooting. All right. End of guard. I keep forgetting to turn my lights on. End of guard movement. We did fall back here. So we're on the objective. We can't do actions because we fell back. This unit moved up. Armored Sentinel moved up into the middle here. This unit's captured this objective. And then we brought the Scout Sentinels in just to try to do a spite murder on these cultists. Cadians are still very upset about cultists. Mainly because they played such a big role in the destruction of our planet. So with that, we're going to have a very limited shooting phase, but then again, Steve doesn't have a whole lot left on the board. So sorry, Steve.
Hey, it happens.
We're going to start out with the big bang, though. And that is the Scout Sentinels, firing everything they have into 2 cultists. So here we go. The red are Hunter-Killer missiles. And also, you're going to be the Daring Recon target.
Okay.
So rerolling 1s. So las cannons and Hunter-Killer missiles. All right, rerolling 1s. Excellent. So just 2 las cannons hit. Wounding on 2s. Oh no, only 1 wound.
Oh no.
AP -3. I just kill a... The unit doesn't even die. It doesn't even die. There's still 1 left. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's the guy with the shovel, man.
Yep. All right. I'm going to, in my turn, this unit and this unit's going to do the agenda action of gathering Blackstone data. So we'll roll for that at the end turn. So they're not shooting. So now we're moving on to the Armored Sentinel. Or no, we're moving on to the Rogal Dorn. The Rogal Dorn, we're going to do Regret first. Oppressor Cannon, Auto Cannon, and Heavy Stubber into the Accursed unit. Oppressor Cannon. Ooh, only 5 shots. And I'm only hitting on 5s because I'm bracketed now. Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Hitting on 4 with the autocannon. 1 hit. Wounds on a that. Okay.
Wound.
-1, flat 3.
Yep. So,
Oh, and you got 1 wound left on that guy.
yeah,
Go figure.
5 up invuln.
Yep.
Failed my invuln.
Okay.
6 up feel no pain. All right.
So it kills the 1 accursed. But then, don't forget, we also have a heavy stubber. This did not go as planned. Oh, this is so bad. All right. 1 hit with a heavy stubber. Just 1. And then it wounds on a 4. Okay.
Failed
Nope.
my save.
1 damage.
All right. So take another point of damage.
You take a point of damage, and that's
Alright,
the
and
end of the shooting for the door.
All right. So so I'm gonna go ahead and do their reactionary move.
Please roll 1.
I rolled a 2. Is that enough to get me in engagement range?
You are so close.
All right.
Overhead cam.
I think that's gonna be yep. So I'll move my 2 inches, and that'll get me within engagement range. So
No.
with the one guy.
So that will not let us shoot the scout or the armored sentinel into them. So that's a bummer. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish off that Forge Fiend, though.
It is your turn, so I will attack first.
I'm going to regret all of this. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's Meltaguns into the Forge Fiend.
Okay.
Boop. And okay.
2 hits.
2 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound, -4.
All right. 5 up invuln. All right. He's dead.
He's dead.
All right.
Does not explode. Ah. And then the last thing is a Gatling cannon into your character, your Warpsmith there. I'm so very sorry, Warpsmith. Hitting on 5s. All right, I only got 4 hits. So that's not bad. And then wounding. What's his toughness? 4?
4.
Okay, wounding on 3s because it's strength 5. 4 wounds, no AP, 1 damage. Guessing you got a 3-up save.
At least let me
Yeah.
verify. I don't use him very often.
No, he probably doesn't get shot at very often.
Warpsmith, he has a 2-up save.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay, I'm throwing dice.
yep, he has a 2-up save. You said no AP, right?
No AP, 4 of them.
Made them all.
Made them all. He's good.
Yep.
He's golden. Okay, so that's the end of the Rogadorn. Next, we're going to shoot the Armored Sentinel into the Forge, to the Warpsmith.
Okay.
2 shots, hitting on 3s. 1 hit. And no wound. And I do not get to reroll that because you are not a monster or vehicle.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Wow. None of that went as intended. So that's interesting. I'm out of range for a charge over here. I do not want to charge that Warpsmith because I am afraid what he could do with his little mini boopy hammer there. I'm scared of hammers again because of Astor. So he's got that hammer, and the Rogadorn is very hurt.
Yeah.
So let's not chance that. So I think what we will do is we will come back with the fight phase over here in just a moment. We are back after the pile-in here with the accursed cultists. And so, Steve, you're going to do a Dark Pact?
I am. I'm going to Dark Pact for Sustained. And I get it because they are not a vehicle. They don't suffer the -1 because they don't get that. So that is, I'm going to credit that one for the Dark Commune for the ritual.
Okay.
Then the 2, starting with the 2 remaining torments.
Okay.
D6 plus 2 attacks each. So that is going to be 8 attacks.
Now, we have taken out one of the big guys, so maybe we live, maybe we don't.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh, no.
So that, I missed with 1, but I do get 2 sustained.
Oh, no.
So 8 attacks, I get 9 hits.
9 hits, always, always.
Wounding on 3s.
Okay. This is so great.
Oh, wow. All right, so that is going to be 5 at AP -1 for 2 damage.
6 up saves. Here we go. I make none. Okay, we're going to do the Feel No Pain. I make none. So it's going to kill the bodyguard unit.
Yep.
And then we're going to take out the Voxcaster. And we're going to take out the Regimental Standard.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So all we got left is the Medic Basically, my sergeant and the commander. Okay.
And the 2 with close combat weapons, 0 hits.
Okay.
And then the demagogue with her staff, again,
Nothing.
0 hits.
Okay.
Um,
We're going to do fight back. Here's 3 attacks with the power sword.
okay.
Hitting on 4s. 1 hit every time. Wounding on a 4. It wounds. AP minus 2, 1 damage.
All right, 5 up invuln. All right, and 6 up feel no pain. All right, so you do kill the wounded guy.
Okay. Do they only have 2 wounds each or 3?
They have 3.
I think I only did 1 wound to you in the previous turn in shooting. So you should have 1 wound left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did I put the wrong wound
Yep,
down?
yep. So I think he's now down to a single wound.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Just to be fair.
Yeah.
I do remember that because it was the, oh, you're right. It was the heavy stubber from the Rogaldorn that did a single wound.
I think you're right.
Yep, or something similar to that.
I'll take your word for it anyways.
Yeah, so then we're going to get 6 attacks because I got a chain sword plus a regular close combat weapon on the command squad, hitting on 4s. Ooh, nice. I got 3 hits, which is statistically on par. And then to wound you, I need 5s, though, because you're T4. I got 2 wounds, no AP, 1 damage.
All right, 5 up invuln.
No! Oh, no! Oh, wait, you know what I just realized? I could have shot you with my pistol.
Yes.
We are well past it. Oh, well. You play and you learn. Okay. That's where I was like, wait a minute. I could have still shot you in the fight phase. So that's the end of both of our attacks. You've not lost any additional models, but I've lost a lot of them. So that's tough for me, but I still have my Blackstone there. And that is the end of guard turn 3. So we'll be back with a chaos turn 3. There is a turn. And we'll see if maybe the Warpsmith can take out that Rogaldorn on its own. One quick thing before we move on to Chaos. It's the agenda for gathering Blackstone data. So I did it here. On a 4-5, I get 1 XP. On a 6, I get 2 XP. None. Ooh. Over here, same thing. 4, 5, or 6. Yay!
Nice.
All right, so they get 2 XP and 1 Blackstone Fragment. So I will write that down. End of movement phase for Chaos, turn 3. And the Warpsmith is shuffled up a wee bit. And the Cultist is hiding on this side away from the Sentinels.
I do need to check.
Yeah, does
his
Battle Shock.
His Battle Shock test. He's good.
Excellent. Wow. That is one confident. You know what I think makes him so confident? The amount of skulls.
And the shovel.
Yeah, and the shovel. Shovel and skulls. He is very confident. But now you're Warpsmith. It's only your shooting phase.
All right. So on my shooting phase, I'm going to go ahead and Dark Pact with him.
Okay.
For lethals. And I rolled an 11, so I am good.
Nice.
All right. So the first one is going to be his first pistol is his Flamer Tendril. So I get, of course, one hit. And it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
The next one is the plasma pistol that I'm not going to overcharge that. And that is, does he hit?
Hit on 2s? I
He
wouldn't
does hit on 2s.
Nice. Very good, very good.
7, so I'm going to need 5. Does nothing. And the Melta Tendril. It hits...
on a 2?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
All right. And then I'll need 5s with that as well.
Okay.
And I rolled a 5.
Nice. AP minus 4.
Yep. So be on your invuln.
50-50 chance here. Oh.
Melter range, so this is going to be a D6
Plus 2. So I only have a 16% chance of living here.
All right.
Steve, what you got?
I rolled a 6. So that is an 8.
Do I explode?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh, that is so good. Oh, I love it. That's going to be my Armored Sentinel, my Tech Priest, your Warp Smith. It's beautiful. Let's see what I roll. I don't remember what this is, if it's a D6 or D3. Just roll. It's a 1 no matter what.
Yeah.
Wait, do I got to roll for each unit?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, so that's my Armored Sentinel. We'll go left to right. My Tech Priest
Takes 2.
takes 2. Your Warp Smith.
Takes 12.
No, also roll a 2. So let's check if that's a D6 or D3.
Okay.
We'll come back.
Okay.
And we've got a 1, 2, and a 3 there. And then we'll move on with Chaos, turn 3. So, beginning of the charge phase. The Warp Smith is going to go after that Tech Priest Engine Seer. Steve?
All right.
Looks like you need about a 7.
Yeah, it's like 7.5 inches away.
Okay.
So I need a 7. I rolled a 10.
No.
So
No.
I am going to move him over this way.
That is going to deny me the opportunity to get further Blackstone Fragments over here. So that's kind of a bummer you've done that.
All right.
Oh, so we'll have to do that fight first.
Yep. And he's at 2 wounds. So I am. His leadership is a 6.
Yes.
So I need the experience. You've only got 1 wound. I am not going to Dark Pact.
Oh.
I am going to be conservative for once.
You have learned your lesson.
No, I haven't. How dare you accuse me of that?
Yeah.
All right.
Follow the light of the Emperor.
So with his weapon,
Okay.
it's 4 attacks hitting on 3s.
All right.
They all hit.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
I'm T4.
Strength 6.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s. All right. So that is going to be 3 at AP minus 2.
Get an invuln save.
2 damage each.
Okay. So 5 ups. So I think it's a 5 up invuln he has. Make 1 fail 2, so he's definitely dead.
Yep.
So I will just take him off the tail. I'm pretty sure it's not a 4 up invuln. We will check that, and then we will come back with the other fight next. Next, we have this melee fight over here with my command squad versus the accursed. 3 power sword attacks. We'll see if I can hit more than once finally. Hey, I hit twice. Wounding on force.
Nice.
Oh, 2 wounds. AP minus 2, 1 damage.
5 up invulns. All right.
Make 1 fail 1.
1 damage.
Yep. So at
All right. 6 up.
6 up.
feel pain.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Nope. He felt pain.
Ooh, so take out 1 of those accursed. I'll take that.
Yep.
And then 6 regular attacks from the command squad. Oh, wow. I got average hits, but I'm
Okay.
still surprised. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. No AP, 1 damage.
All right. 5 up invuln.
Got
I'm
it.
good.
Okay. And then
All
you
right.
get the swing back.
I do, and then I'm going to
This is not a good situation for me to be in.
swing this guy around this way.
Okay.
And I would normally move him here,
That's okay. You can magnetize on. Yeah.
and then this one. Where did I put my tape measure?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can shuffle up to here.
Yeah.
Yep. Very clearly. Yeah.
3 inches. Yep, that'll get me there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You're sharing my base with me. I don't feel very confident about this situation. I just want to note that.
All right. So then the torment.
Okay.
D6 plus 2. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna Dark Pact. Force
Okay.
sustained. I failed. So I don't. So I will take mortals. I'm gonna take 2.
2. So it'll have to go onto the accursed, but feel no pain. Yep.
Feel no pain. All right. So he is down to 1 wound,
Ooh.
but he still lived. All right.
Okay.
D6 plus 2 attacks. So 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Come on.
That's all right.
Hitting on 3s.
Nice.
But I missed with 2, but I got
2
2
sustained.
sustained.
Yep. Okay.
Wounding on 3s.
Don't like these odds.
All right, so that is going to be
Oh, no.
4 at AP minus 1 for 2 damage each.
Now I've been forgetting this, but I actually gave them take cover, which modifies their save. So 5 ups is what I should have been rolling, but you play and you learn. Make 2, failed 2. 1, they're 2 damage each.
Yes.
6 up, feel no pains. I make 1. Can I roll a second 6? No. So that's the way I fast dice, feel no pains on multi-damage weapons. So that is going to kill everybody but the commander. So all we have left is the commander there. Steve, can you take him out?
I am certainly going to try. All right, the two with just close combat weapons. Hey, look at that.
Wow.
So that's 3 hits. All right.
You can stop anytime. Okay. Strength?
I believe there's strength 3 for those.
Yep.
Let me verify.
Okay. So just got this one commander left here. Look at him. Just pointing his finger even at the leader.
Strength 3, so I need 4s.
Okay.
1, no AP.
Okay. So it's going to be a 4-up.
You're good?
I'll make it.
All right, and then the one with the staff.
Okay, boopy staff.
1 hit.
Okay.
And the staff
Strength.
is...
Oh, it's so scary.
Strength 3 as well, so I need a 4.
Okay, 4.
All right, that
Got
is
it.
a save at minus... Or at no AP, but it's a
No
D3
AP.
damage.
So 4-up save. Well, I got 1 wound, and I got no more feel no pain. So here we go.
You are
I'll
good.
make it. Wow, what a situation we have here. 1 model left on 1 wound, holding the Blackstone Fragment. Barely alive, but we've given up our home objective to the Accursed Cultist. So with that, Steve, it's the end of turn 3?
Yes.
All right, so it's the end of Chaos turn 3. We will be back with the beginning of Guard turn 4. All right, end of Guard movement. So here's what we got going on. We moved this unit, move. We came out here to back up this commander who passed his battle shock test, fell back out of combat, and now my warlord, the colonel, with his power fist and plasma pistols coming in to save the day. And I gotta be careful here, because if I don't take out this unit in a single volley of fire, they will probably get back into melee. Armored Sentinel moved up here. Scout Sentinels moved up over there to finally take out that last super lucky double-skulled cultist. But we made a grave mistake, and we moved next to the Warpsmith, who has 3 pistols, and Steve is chosen to overwatch. So Steve?
Alrighty. So doing the Flamer Tendril first.
Okay.
Only 3.
3? Okay. It's better than 1.
So that'll be 2 saves.
2 saves. AP?
No AP.
Okay, 5 ups. Oh,
Ooh,
no.
killed 2.
Ooh. Well, starting out strong. Okay.
All right.
You get plasma.
Melta pistol, or the
Oh,
Melta
Melta.
Tendril, does not hit. And the plasma one does not hit.
Okay. So 2 Cadians go down.
Flambe.
Yep. We're going to go ahead and actually jump into our shooting phase with that. So here's what we're doing. We're overcharging plasma, and we're shooting the Melta. Let's just do them first, because they might get the job done against the Warpsmith. So the Melta's the red. Here we go. 1 lethal.
Yep.
Everything else missed.
All right.
So that is AP minus 4, but I know you have an invuln save.
Actually, I do not.
What?
The Warpsmith does
No.
not have an invuln
But you
save.
still get a 6-up save, because you had 2-up armor.
Yeah.
Minus 4 AP with Melta.
So on a 6-up,
On a 6-up, he could do it.
he does not.
Does not.
And he's only a 2.
That's a
Yeah.
damage. Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah. He's.
And then I dropped my.
You drop your Blackstone Fragment, and the Warpsmith has been evaporated. Poor Warpsmith. And the poor Black Legion. Guard had a super lucky turn 1. It was quite unfair. We're going to kill that cultist, though, now. Autocannons.
Oh, no,
Both
you're
miss!
not.
Oh, no! No! Double 2s! I spoke too soon. He's around the corner of the building, so the Scout Sentinels can only charge. I can't see him. So then over here, it's the finale. Here's what we're doing. We're overcharging all the plasma pistols into this Accursed Cultist unit. We're shooting all the Meltas. We're shooting all the Flamers. We want the unit gone, Steve. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it's all right.
I'm so very sorry. So here's the plasma pistols. Well, I got to do them separate. They hit them different. Here's the first one on the regular command squad. It misses. Hazardous test. I'm good. on the Castellan. It hits, and it's a sustained and a lethal. So does the other one? It wounds. So 2 at AP -3 flat 2 damage.
All right, 5 up invuln. Look at that.
No way! That was so good.
If the rest of my army rolled as well as my Accursed Cultists do,
Yep.
I would have models on the table still.
Here's 2 Meltaguns. No hits. And then
Your Flamers.
we have Flamers. Let's see if the Flamers can do it. 11. Oh no. Oh no. That's it there. That might be it. These are strength 4. So I'm winning on 4s.
Oh, wow.
Only 3 wounds. No AP.
All right.
You don't care about that.
5 up invulns. All right. So, and then
1.
Failed 1, 6 up feel no pain. All right. So the Torment is now dead.
Torment is dead.
So, and that is a unit for you.
That is a unit killed. Thank you. That almost forgot about that. And so I'm going to do all the las guns off camera, and then we'll come back with the end of guard. Turn 4.
With the end of game.
With the end of the game, yeah. All right, so that is the end of the game. We're going to call it there. All the units had died. We put a couple models back on the table for some photos, but it came down to just there was the cultists left over here on the building, and the armor and scout sentinels ganged up on it and shredded it.
After he goaded the Cadians.
Yeah, he
questioned their manhood.
Yeah, said Cadians are the ones who retreat, and so they just pounced on them and killed them in the most chaotic way with chainsaws, right? Just mounted on vehicles and sliced them up to oblivion. I hope that is not a sign of what's about to happen to us. But so in the end, when it comes to the game score, it was 40 points to the Cadians, 15 points to Chaos, because unfortunately they did not get a turn 4. And lost out on not only their Blackstone Fragment that the Warpsmith was carrying, and they also lost out on taking away the Blackstone Fragments barely from the Cadians. So we should have dropped that one. Really, the Accursed should have taken out that commander and denied us that 10 points, and the Warpsmith should have scored more points. So it should have been a much closer game, but it was not, alas. But it was a good game. It was a fun game. Definitely, I really enjoyed the Chaos Detachment and its rules. And I enjoyed how the Crusade rules work. So we had both sides. So I've already tallied it up. Steve, I think you got 1 Blackstone Fragment because of one of your agendas. It was
the tally one.
Yeah, the tally.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was for every 3 kills, I pick one of the units that killed a model or killed a unit in the game, and it gets 1 XP, and I get 1 Blackstone Fragment, and I chose the Warpsmith for that.
Yep.
For the Blasphemous Ritual, the 2 of the 3 infantry units that I picked to do that was the Accursed Cultists and the Dark Commune. They both maxed out the points for doing Dark Packs. So each one of those units got 3 experience. My poor cultists, well, we probably won't talk to them, but they did not do very well with that one. So unfortunately, with that, I didn't get the additional point for the Chaos God favor, but I still got 2 units with 3 experience out of that. So.
Yeah, and the Accursed did really well on their stuff.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. I was very pleased with how they did. Now, I knew going into this game with the Soulforged Detachment, with Vashtor's Contract, and taking my Dark Pack tests at -1 leadership, I knew that was going to be problematic. I didn't realize I think I failed it every single time I tried to Dark Pack with my Forge Fiend. So between that and the hazardous rolls on the ectoplasms, or the ectoplasm cannons, it was not a good day for the Forge Fiend.
No, it was very tragic. Your hazardous tests and your Dark Packs were very tragic. And I think ultimately led to the demise, although it survived 3 turns.
It did.
But ultimately led to the demise of the Forge Fiend.
Well, I mean, I did more damage to the Forge Fiend than you did.
Yes, you did.
You ended up killing it, but You just put it out of its misery.
It's true. The Cadians did okay on experience points. We had the third squad of Cadians, the 10-man unit, did get 4 XP this game, and that's before we do any of the extra in-game stuff that we can do, right? But none of the other units got anything. They were the only ones to achieve their agendas. So that was it. They rolled that 4 up on the objective over here and got some XP for that. And actually got 2 XP for that. And then 2 XP for the end-game agenda as well. So Steve had to choose 2 objectives. He chose this one and then this one, which was here. And I was able to secure this one at the end of the game, which scored that unit an extra 2 XP. Now, in the Crusade we're doing, so this is one for our local store, we are using modified experience for leveling. So it'll take 11 experience to get to Bloodied. And so neither of us have leveled up any units here today, but we're definitely on our way there. And the point of that is this is going to be a campaign that lasts, over the course of over half a year. And there's going to be a lot of games, a lot of opportunities. So we want to make sure people aren't having to track the upgrades for every single little unit in the game. And you really just focus on a few key units that you're probably going to get XP on as you go along. And really makes you strive for the agendas also. And I think both of us have done that here today between the Accursed and the Warpsmith and the third squad of Cadians. We definitely kind of saw that happening, and it was a lot of fun. And then every unit that survived gains an XP, or every unit that fought in the battle gains an XP as well. So we all gain 1, and then we'll kind of go from there as well. But I had a blast. I think it was definitely turn 1 swayed things a little bit. The luckiest rolls I ever got was Scout Sentinels. Normally I'm used to rolling their shots and then just getting 1s, 2s, or 3s and going, oh, well, that's it. And then moving on, right?
I think I could have weathered the loss of one of my Venom Crawlers in turn 1, but yeah, losing both. You got a lot of bodies on the table, and that just took out a whole bunch of my shooting.
Yeah, so. And the ability to be able to deal with the Accursed. I mean, it took me all 4 turns, but I eventually did it. Really helped out. But, right, this is where the game could have real easily swayed. Had that Venom Crawler here lived, come out, and hit my infantry unit instead, it would have, my ability to fight back would have been diminished. And you would have killed that unit much earlier in the game.
Yes.
That definitely would have happened. So it was definitely a big sway turn 1. But then we had some great moments. I love the Warpsmith coming in to slay the Rogaldorn with a melt-a-pistol. That's the kind of moments that 40k is all about. So it was really great to see that happen too. And I love to still see moments like that occur even in the late game. So I had a lot of fun. Steve, did you have fun?
I did. I really did.
Yeah? Would you come back to it again?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I said jokingly, Steve and I have known each other for quite a while, so of course he'd be happy to come back, and I'd be happy to have him back.
I mean, I can't let you in the trash talking on high note.
I think this is this the only game I've beaten your Chaos Army?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And of course it's only in a narrative game in which I, let's be honest, because everyone knows how much of a cheater I am. I did scam Steve out of bringing Vashtor himself and talked him into bringing the Demon Prince instead. Because I was afraid Vashtor might be, well, narratively, maybe a little out of place. But, so I think we've agreed that maybe in the follow-up game, it'll be Vashtor's revenge after I've stolen his Blackstone Fragments. So I think that's what we can expect next time, to see him on the table with a comeback from Chaos. I'm going to be really scared. Because all I do is shoot, and Vashtor turns my weapons into hazardous weapons, and it makes me very nervous. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see if Vashtor can enact his revenge, or if he will go scurrying away from the Pariah Nexus.
Well, like I said earlier, Chaos doesn't run like Cadians.
All right, so with that, that'll be, that's the end of today's video. I really appreciate you all watching. I hope you've had fun watching along with us as we played through this game. I had an absolute blast. Steve had fun too. So we will look forward to many more battle reports in this series as we play through the Pariah Nexus campaign. We will keep you up to date as that evolves. So, thank you all for watching. And remember, as always, Cadia stands.